All right. Well, thanks again to Mike Watson for coming and hanging out with us and talking about Super Arcade. That's very cool.
Pie is already halfway annihilated.
You're eating the pie?
I'm eating the pie.
What do you think about the pie?
I like the pie. I like the pie a lot. I do like the fact that the apple pieces are a little bit squishier. I'm not a fan of the crisp apple pies. Like, I actually like it.
I agree.
I like it when the pie is squishier.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm with you. Enjoy.
I am fat. Leave me alone.
Enjoy. All right. Well, let's talk about other stuff, though. So we're going to talk about some tournaments that happened, including the Taiwan Fighter Major.
That is correct. So that took place this week. This was a premiere event that took place in Japan. I actually did get to watch a lot of this. I'm sorry, in Taiwan.
I was like, I don't think so.
The Taiwan Cup in Japan.
Yeah.
In Taiwan. Sorry, I'm a food coma right now. But a lot of good players there. A lot of good players. Crazy upsets going on all day long.
Street Fighter V, of course.
But a lot of good players were there, and I actually got to watch a lot of it. In fact, like at the event that I was at this weekend, like me and Bifu were sharing a room, and he just like put it on his laptop, and he had an HDMI out, plugged it into the TV, and we're just sitting there watching it at like 5 a.m. in the morning and stuff, and just watching. So really, really cool.
Wow, over 300 entrants for it as well. That's very nice.
What it says?
That's
oh
what
yeah, okay.
GTO here says.
So I mean, just to give you guys an idea, like we always do this in the 13th and 9th place. In 13th place, 2 in a row premier winner Yukadon in 13th place.
Right.
Sysak, who did really well. I think he was from Hong Kong. Xiaobao from Taiwan. I believe Xiaobao was the highest placing Taiwan player. 9th place also had Gachikun, Daigo Umahara, and Storm Kubo with Abigail. Dude, did you see? Dude, that guy. So GYT. I'm sorry, not GYT. Now I should say the Game 2K. Glenn put out a stat before that. Taking a break and thinking about matches and going back in has generally not been successful, like statistically.
Okay.
But every time Storm Kubo stopped and thought about it, he just came back and destroyed the opponent.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, so I forgot who he was playing against. He was playing against somebody. I think it was Xiaobao, actually. He was playing against his Vega. And he got destroyed the first game. Like, it wasn't even like... And Storm Kubo was like, like you could see the anguish on his face. And then Xiaobao was like, yes? And he was like, wait.
all right.
And then he came back and just like washed him 2 games in a row, dude.
Sick.
It was crazy.
Abigail versus Vega, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta check that out.
But let's do this. 7th place, Talon Hot Dog 29 with M Bison.
The hot dog.
Dude, it's funny because like Hot Dog and he's here, and then HK Dash is using Bison in. I don't know. To me, it's just because they both begin with H, and like that's the way my brain works.
Hey, I always think about John Nitty when I see that hot dog.
7th place, also Echo Fox Tokido with Akuma. 5th place, Kichipamu Zangief. That kid.
He is a good player.
Yeah, he eliminated Daigo Umahara.
He did.
He sent Daigo Umahara home. And then YBK Daikokugo Birdie. Now, I've talked about the Kami Collective. We are now starting to see the Birdie Collective. I feel like there's a Birdie in every top 8 now. There's Mena RD. There was the local Seattle player in Northwest Majors. Daikokugo is sitting here doing this thing. Birdie?
In fact, even Knuckle Doo has a birdie that he brings out now and then.
It's true. I think that character is heavily underrated.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Like, I think he's in that same category as Bison. They're in the virtual top 10. You know, they're not in that top 10, but they're pretty much in the top 10, you know.
Makes sense to me.
4th place, Mr. Consistency, Graf Titani with Nakali. 3rd place, Mago with Karin. So good job to him. I know a lot of people have been on his case recently because he hasn't been doing as well at tournaments. But it lists Karin here, but he definitely used Rashid during the tournament.
Oh, did he?
He definitely used Rashid during some of the tournaments. So
he
was using Rashid in some of the earlier matches and matchups that I think he didn't like as much. So
all right.
Mago has never been one to shy away from the top tier.
That's true. I like it.
2nd place, GGP Kazunoko with Kami. And 1st place, Cyclops Dogura with Urien.
You know, I find myself always saying that there's only one Urien in the world. And whenever I do that, people say, what about Dogura? And I'm always like... I guess, but like he's just never won the thing. He won the thing. So congrats to him. I think that's very cool. Of course, that character is quite good. and he is an excellent player. So I'm happy to see that he's put in a lot of work. And
it's funny.
It's not his first top 8, of course, but his first premier win.
But you see his reaction after he won?
I did.
Like, him and all of his teammates were, like, crying. Like, it wasn't, like, Dogro wasn't even the one crying the most. I think one of his teammates was crying very heavily, and he was elated and ecstatic, and I still love seeing that. I still love seeing that kind of passion and that elation. And it's funny, too. We'll get into this a little later, but I think in Guilty Gear, Kazunoko got first and Dogro got second. So,
sick.
Yeah. But no, it was a really, really good tournament. I mean, in 17th place was RB, Human Bomb, Momochi, NL, Moke, Save. There was a Imu, a Zangief player, in 25th place. Sako was there. Punko, K-Brad, and Momochi again.
Momochi there.
Damn! Okay, so Momochi is in 17th and 25th.
By the
obviously a flub there. I don't know which one he is.
So Save put it on Twitter that he's not going to be traveling anymore. That he had traveled this year basically out of his pocket, and that didn't work out for him.
No!
He said that he was very happy to have done it. That he wouldn't have given it up.
Can you turn that fan over there real quick? Behind you, just hit the power button. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm warm. That's all.
It's probably making you warm.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's making me all
hot. So anyway, he's not going to be traveling around anymore. Hopefully, he finds like a sponsor or something. Because he's quite talented, but just didn't work out for him in the way that he wanted to.
Right. But
hope it happens for him.
Well, on the opposite ends of that spectrum, Punko had said that he was going to disappear for a while.
Yes.
But he was there.
He was.
And apparently, he is going to Canada Cup. So whatever situation that he ran into seems to have been resolved, or is still in flux or something like that. So we hope the best for Punko.
I heard that was money stuff too, and that it got ironed out, but not sure.
Tekken 7 was also played there. This was a premier spot for Tekken. 7th place was COOAS Noroma with Feng and Deviljin, and ROX Ni with Brian. 5th place, Echo Fox Saint with Jack 7, and Kokoma with Dragonov. 4th place, Chanel with Elisa and Eliza. 3rd place, PBE Dojin with Shaheen, Lars, and Jack 7. 2nd place, Kudons, old school Kudons with Deviljin. But 1st place just basically cannot be beaten.
Yeah.
Fox JDCR Dragonov. He was sent to losers by Kudons.
Okay.
But then he just came back in grand finals, was like, no.
Did he blow him up?
Yeah, he blew him up.
Dang,
he was like, earn your place. I mean, it wasn't like terrible, but like JDCR is just kind of ridiculous at this point in time. He is. I mean, like it's an interesting situation because it's great to see someone dominating your game because it's like this guy is just that good, right? Mm-hmm. But like I feel like storyline wise, like I want people to start beating JDCR.
I hear you.
I want JDCR to start, and I like the guy. And he's super talented, and I root for him and everything. But I want to see him lose. Okay. Let's come on, step it up, guys.
I just want to see more Jack 7 winning.
Hey, I just played Tekken Online for the first time in 2 weeks.
Okay,
yesterday.
all right.
I ran into EGP Osimo on there, right? He had his thing listed as 40. It was like 39 wins. And I saw him, and he was on a 39-game win streak.
Okay.
And I was like, what the hell? And then Jesse Montez comes into my chat. Was like, this is actually me, by the way. I'm playing on Osimo's account.
That makes more sense.
I was like, okay. So we played a couple of matches, and I beat him like on the 42nd. I ended his win streak. I ended his win streak at 41. And the reason why I bring that up, JDCR, watch your back. I'm coming. Oh. I am coming for you, JDCR. I'm going to end your streak.
Dang, all right.
Oh, man. No, but JDCR is too good.
You've taken the first step onto the stairs that go up the top of the Eiffel Tower.
I'm gonna walk.
He's hanging out up top, but
I'm going to walk right up.
Just walk right up. Yeah. Sounds easy enough.
And JDCR, like, I'm going to come up to challenge him. I'm just going to run up and, like, fall off the edge. And JDCR was like, well, okay. There you go. Oh,
Good luck. What else happened?
King of Fighters 14 was played there. Akira got 4th place with Kyo Benimaru Iori. 3rd place, Homao E.T., Evo Champion, with Robert, Andy, Leona, Billy, Benimaru, Leona. Of course, he is from Taiwan. If you guys haven't seen it, there was a great article about him, about after he won, like his parents, he didn't get along with his dad because his dad hated that he played video games, and they were all like all this stuff. And after he won Evo, it's like repaired his relationship with his father and all this. Like I read that and I was like,
okay, wow,
shit, man.
Wow.
So there you go. Second place, Kindebu with Kula, Leona, and Luong, and first place, Huamao ZJZ with Kula, Yuri, Leona, Yuri, Mature, and Kula, Yuri, and Mature.
So, so golden
yeah,
fatty.
ET is the one that I was talking about with that story. So, Guilty Gear Exerd Rev 2's fourth place, W7266 with Ramlethal. Third place, Ken Kaze with Chips Enough. Second place, Cyclops Dogura with Raven. First place, CGP Kazunoka with Raven.
Sick.
Wonderful. God, I hate that character.
Yeah.
Oh, man, okay. But that was the Taiwan majors, so good stuff. There was also a Capcom Pro Tour online event in North America. This is the one that was supposed to take place like on one weekend, and they moved it because it coincided with something. Yeah. And then they moved it to coincide with something, so they moved it again. So finally they picked this one because they figured that Taiwan would be in Asia and there wouldn't be as many U.S. players and stuff.
Well, they were right.
But the results were 7th place with Nephew with Colleen, 7th place WBC CG Truth with Karin, 5th place Noble Vagabond with Nakali, 5th place PG Punk with Akuma, M. Bison, and Cammy.
Wow.
So, I mean, he's in here just like, gatekeeping, but doing it. But I mean, this is smart, right? Because like he's using Akuma.
I like it.
So if he runs into Takedo again, he'll have a little bit more idea of what to do.
Yeah.
5th place, also Noble Vagabond with I said that already. 4th place, Tampa Bison with M. Bison. 3rd place, KPB Tega with Akuma. 2nd place, Brian F. with Balrog. Wow, Balrog didn't win an online tournament, right? But 1st place, Idom with Laura.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay. CJ Truth with Karen now, huh? No longer Cammy.
Interesting. It's like, it makes sense. It makes sense to me so much because they're so similar to each other. But Karen might just have a slight advantage over Cammy in some matchup things.
Yeah, and for somebody who loves to play the slow-grounded footsies game, I think that makes maybe a little more sense.
Yeah, that's true.
CJ does.
The old Fei Long
skill
right there. Also this weekend was TXT Chile. That took place in the Latin America regions here. 128 players battling it out. I think this is, let me see.
This is a Tekken Master event, right?
Yeah, this is the Tekken Master event. This is the one that Rip, Sayjam, and Rick went down to commentate. True. So, in 7th place was Roy Nietzsche with Huarang, and AEG DAX with Eliza. 5th place, AEG Mysterio. Oh, nice.
Really?
With Leo and Claudio. And HDG True Alvin with Katarina and Lily. Mysterio plays everything, by the way. When he did the exhibition, it was like KOF and Street Fighter, and I guess he plays Tekken.
Yeah.
4th place, Circa Joey Fury, making it all the way down there to Chile. With Jack 7, but he did not take the tournament. 3rd place, Avalon Ruperto with Heihachi Kazumi and Jin. 2nd place, FNM Sapito with I remember meeting Sapito actually with Xiao Yu, and 1st place ORG Crespo with Akuma.
All right,
there you go. So good stuff. I did not get a chance to watch any of these things, but I did see from Sayjam that he had a great time down there. He had a really good time. He got to hang out with Felipe, who you met at SCR, the guy who was working on the Omen of Sorrow, and he helped show them around and everything like that. So that's really, really cool. Also this weekend was the Barcelona Games World. This was also Tekken, another Tekken event here. I think this
was also a master event, wasn't it?
Yeah, so there was 3 master events this past weekend. And we'll talk about the finals in just a little bit. But 7th place was Princessa Namine.
When people ask me for whiter teeth, I always tell them, the thicker the enamel, the more white you're going to have. I would definitely recommend Pro Enamel Strong and Bright.
Did I click on this ad?
Whoa.
The ad wasn't even on the screen, and it just started.
Okay.
7th place was also Daniel Mato with Jin.
Jeez.
Fifth place, HG Sir Sambo with Dragonov, and Asim with Katarina and Dragonov. Gotta take care of those teeth.
You gotta make them nice and thick.
Especially when you eat all this pie, right? Fourth place, CCG Bode with Leo and Cosme. Third place, also CCG. Tishuman with Master Raven. Second place, HG Gerlanda with Katarina. First place, Eastone Gura with Leo and Lily. Or Leo and Lily, I should say. So there you go.
All right.
And that totally crashed that page, dude.
Wow.
Okay.
It died.
All right. So that's all I have for results.
There was also the Big House.
Oh, the Big House. Okay, okay.
For which I have results.
Okay, go for it.
Excellent. Super Smash Bros. Melee. I watched all that top 8 and it was really
Oh,
good.
really? Oh,
Yes,
nice. Okay.
I'm no expert at that game, but it was fun to watch. 7th place was Tempo S2J with Captain Falcon and Falco. Fry's Wizrobe with Captain Falcon, also 7th. 5th were C9 Mango with Falcon and Fox, and also Fox Mewtwo King
Okay, okay.
with Sheik Marth and Fox. 4th place was Alliance Armada with Peach and Fox. Yeah. 3rd place was TSM Leffen with Fox. 2nd place, PG Plup with Sheik and Flox. Winner of the whole thing was Liquid Hungry Rocks with
Oh, dang.
So,
We're almost there, almost there.
Winners finals though was Plup versus Leffen. There were 4 of the 5 old gods in attendance, and the winners finals was Plup and Leffen. I think that is awesome.
That is awesome.
I think that's super cool.
I mean, I just talked about that JDCR thing. Same thing with Smash.
Yeah.
I want to see the gods lose.
They almost did.
Yeah, but Hungry Box ruined everything.
I mean, he made a ridiculous run through losers. Like, he had to beat a bunch of those gods to do so. It was very impressive.
I think you're... are you kicking the thing? Or? Oh, your laptop might be touching it a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Might be. So Hungry Box did the trick in the end. But, yeah, I think that's a really good sign. That Plup and Leffen are up there. Very cool. Very cool. Also, when Hungry Box won, the crowd was not happy.
That needs to stop.
The crowd was not happy.
That needs to stop, man.
I felt bad for him.
I know they don't...
They were not happy, for sure.
They need to end that, like...
If only it had been another Fox player who had won it. Oh my god. It was... I don't understand that seems a lot for that character.
Fox. In 2nd through 5th.
Correct.
God. Jigglypuff is so interesting.
I know, man.
Jigglypuff is is the most fun character for me to watch.
Same. Definitely same. Spacing matters.
Mm-hmm. And then just fishing for that one sleep. And then you have to judge the sleep, too, because even if you do sleep them, and you do it in kind of a bad energy level, and it doesn't kill them, or even if it does kill them, you're basically sacrificing that stock. You know what I mean? So...
Yep.
They only pick Fox against H-Box, huh? Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so Fox apparently, all those players picked Fox only to try to fight Hungry Box.
Well, I mean, Leffen just played Fox, but...
Right.
Fair enough.
Okay.
People hate Hungry Box because they think that his character's lame, and also he's not as much of a fan favorite of many people. So.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, Smash 4 happened there.
Oh, yeah.
7th place were MSF Larry Lure with Fox and C9 Ally with Mario. 5th were MVG Salem with Bayonetta and PG MVD with Diddy Kong. 4th was TSM Zero with Diddy Kong.
Okay.
3rd, Cosmos with Corrine. 2nd was Mars with Zero Suit Samus and Captain Falcon. And winner was RNG The Buzz with Rosalina Luma. Yeah. What?
Big House was the winner of the defensive players.
Sick. Lame style. I like it.
Okay.
Alright.
Just wanted to mention as well, coming up this weekend for upcoming events, the Coliseum is taking place this weekend. This is in Rome, Italy. It is a Tekken World Tour Europe Challenger event. I do not have the stream information here for that, but that is taking place in Rome, Italy this weekend. Also this weekend, of course, is Southeast Asia Majors, which is one of the biggest ones here. This is the this is the Asia Finals, right? This is the Asia Regionals, right? Kind of like the Red Bull Battlegrounds, if I'm not mistaken. So Southeast Asia Major gives us a Tekken World Tour Asia Pacific Regional event. I want to say it's the Asia...
I'm pretty sure there's a Battle for the Stones happening there.
Yeah.
For Marvel Infinite.
Yeah, because I saw Marn say that he's going there because he wants to take that
pretty sure.
as well. So,
Plup has been a good player for quite a while, but really picked things up like a year or so ago.
Yeah, let's see here. So Curly W says yes and no. So, okay, so I guess it's not exactly the... but it is going to be the Asia Pacific Regionals of the Pacific Republic for Tekken 7. Okay, but that is happening this weekend. Yep, Asia Regional Finals and Battle for the Stones tournament, says GTO Akira. So there you go.
Sweet, Battle for the Stones!
That's right.
There are a couple Americans who are going.
Oh, really?
Yes. Didn't you just mention Marn?
Oh, yeah, Marn's going.
Or is he Vietnam? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, he lives back in the States now. But also, Guilty's going to be there, and so is Fubar Duck, who's going to be there. And they've both been practicing it up a lot. And Guilty got third place or something at some big tournament out there recently, so I think that's going to be fun to watch. We'll see what happens.
Right, me and Guilty were going even when we played.
That's true.
Brooklyn Beatdown.
Her very first night playing the game.
Me too. Yeah,
that's right,
that's why it's a joke, right? Because
sure.
both of us had no idea what we were doing.
Definitely, yeah, that was fun to watch actually.
Also,
we'll see who else plays. I'm home. Yeah, that's right. So Abigan, he went to CEO Taku, and I don't think he did that well, but he's going to be there.
Right. All right. More information on upcoming events. The Tekken World Tour Finals, which were in Japan last year. That was the event that Saint won, and the guy who did Akuma's voice came out and started doing Akuma voice, and it was awesome.
That was awesome.
It was awesome. But this year they're moving it to the United States. It's taking place in San Francisco, and Geese Howard will be playable on demo over there.
Wow.
So this is going to take place in San Francisco. It's going to be at the City View at the Metreon in San Francisco on November 12th. 16 of the world's top Tekken 7 players will be competing for the title of World Tekken Championship, along with a $50,000 prize pool.
The Metreon is a fancy place. It is.
Yeah. So
it's a fancy venue.
The secret to wider, brighter teeth?
I want to hear it.
Starts with strong enamel.
You gotta thicken it up.
Pronamel Strong and Bright. Strong enamel for wider, brighter teeth. For a stronger, brighter you.
Oh dear. Okay. But there you go. And Geese Howard will be playable at that event.
Goose.
Tickets are available at Eventbrite. Right now it is $5 to attend this event.
Not bad.
I might want to go up there.
That actually sounds cool.
Yeah.
What weekend is this?
This is November 12th. I'll have to see what else is going on that weekend because I kind of want to go.
I'm with you, man. That sounds very cool.
And I want to check out Goose.
Yeah.
I want to check out Goose.
I want to see the Goose.
Exactly. All right. Also, E-League Injustice 2 World Championships coming up and the Last Chance Qualifier.
That's true.
Raiden will be banned at
Yes.
this event completely.
Correct.
So Raiden is not allowed at this event because he will be too brand new. I like how their picture that they showed us says Raiden will not be attending. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, he won't be there.
Okay. Also, this is the weirdest thing to me. Let me see. When is this taking place? Revolution 2017 is an event that's coming up. I don't have the dates or anything like that, but they are going to run a Fight of Gods tournament there.
What?
And the winner is going to win a golden...
a crown of thorns.
Crown of Thorns. Crown of Thorns. Sorry. The word, I was like... Ring of Thorns.
No, it's a Crown of Thorns.
Crown of Thorns.
Wow. How heretical.
And I just think that's funny that they're going to do a Fight of Gods tournament. I think that's kind of cool. That's going to be really funny. But I feel like it's either going to be Don or Michael Muscles Murphy who will win that.
There's like two people who play that game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. It's a fun game. A lot of funny ideas in there.
And then also taking place, is it also this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's like tomorrow even. It's very soon.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so tomorrow, UDeal is putting on an event. This is why Justin's in Japan randomly. There is a special 5v5 Street Fighter V exhibition, Japan versus USA.
Yeah.
And so the players in Japan that are going to represent are Fudo, Nemo, Daigo, Haitani, and Kazunoko.
That's a good lineup.
Ow!
That is a good one.
But the West team is going to be PR Balrog, Smug, Justin Wong, Snake Eyes, and Filipino Champ.
Hold on, did you say that Puerto Rico and Balrog is going to be part of the United States of America team? If only Donald Trump was a fighting game fan, he might have had different results over the past few weeks.
Damn. Yeah, no, but why no Knuckle Dew? Why no Punk?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting kind of fight there. It's going to be an interesting one. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an incredible lineup on both sides. Extremely good players.
And,
what do you think? What do you think?
I mean,
tell me, like James.
I feel like if Punk and Knuckle Dew were there, I would be a little bit more confident in the U.S.'s team. But right now, I'm probably going to go with Team Japan right now.
Dang.
Because the thing about it is, honestly, I think Team Japan will win because I'm biased for the U.S. team.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw there was an event host. Okay, yeah.
That's exactly why I said that. So
there was some event hoops thing about commentary not too long ago, and I read it, and it was actually an interesting article. Mm-hmm, and then for some reason, I thought it'd be a good idea to look at the comments. And somebody didn't like. I think it was both of our comments.
Yes,
just me.
Mm-hmm.
It was both of us. Because we are too biased in favor of the American players.
He said, you are too biased for Americans. This is what he said.
Too biased for Americans. Including...
Well, he said,
I forget the language.
He was like, in fact, David even said Infiltration was the greatest Street Fighter player on the planet at one point.
There you go. America's finest player. Infiltration.
I think he really meant biased against... And he just didn't have the wording correct.
Maybe so. Who knows? Just based on the way that those players match up, I mean, I think that's an interesting set of characters. You know, I feel like it's funky to have two Balrogs. You know what I mean? Like it's like weird to have Dawson.
Right.
In that situation, it's weird. Well, maybe not weird to have Zangief anymore. I don't know. Maybe not, but. Certainly not Karen for Justin,
right.
But a few of those are like funky character choices that may not be like I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, Punk can't travel outside of the USA, and Dew is taking a major break until Capcom Cup.
What? Punk doesn't have a visa?
I guess not.
Punk will be a Canada Cup?
I guess he won't.
That sounds fishy.
But
okay.
The bad news about this whole thing right now is that it is being streamed at Nico at 4 a.m. Pacific time. There is no word on an English restream yet, unless something has come out that I am unaware of. And if anyone on chat wants to let me know, shout outs to Richard Kuklinski for the sub. But apparently we will only be able to watch this on Nico for now. And that, of course, requires a subscription, if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll see what happens at some point in time. So
yeah, if that's not live,
Richard Kuklinski has literally subscribed for 2 years already. 26 months.
Dang.
He says, "Wow, 1 year and 2 months already, and a lifetime to go. Love y'all's stream and legendary commentary for the FGC."
High five.
High five, Richard. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So
cool. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to be very interested to watch the replay, having probably already been spoiled about what happens on the
Oh, yeah, of course. That's all I have for upcoming events. Do you want to take a quick break, or do you want to just go through the rest of it, or what do you want to do?
Let's burn through.
Burn through? Okay. Let's go to the next topic here. Let's talk about this Unreal Engine thing. There's nothing to say about it.
That's basically true.
I just want to talk about it because I keep getting hit up by it and people probably don't understand it enough. Unreal Engine has discovered a flaw in their engine that is one of the reasons why that is causing input delay. A lot of these games are using that. Tekken, Street Fighter, they all use the Unreal Engine. So they have a new patch to their engine that has addressed this, has killed this input delay. And so everyone's like, yay, time to fix Street Fighter and Tekken on the PS4. Not going to happen. Unless they really, really want to dedicate some resources for this. Mostly because if you know anything about programming and if you know anything about underlying engines, if you update it to the latest version, you could blow up your entire game.
Now, I don't know anything about those things. Could you make it work?
You could, but you would have to go and run your entire battery of QA tests from the beginning. I mean, the best way to think about it is when you upgrade your phone OS, a lot of the programs stop working. Mm-hmm. Right? It's because when you change the internal infrastructure of everything that the entire game rests upon, you could break so many things and you have no idea. So basically, as soon as you do that, what you do is you have a giant battery of tests that you run. This is how it's supposed to be in the software world. You have your QA test objects, test cases, whatever you want to call them. You have this whole battery of tests. If you change the underlying engine, you have to do 100% of it.
Is that it's a long-term process, I imagine?
Yeah. I mean, that's basically the entire QA process. So if they've been developing the game for 2 or 3 years, they have to do all of that again, basically. You know what I mean?
Like just it's a years-long process.
Yeah. Or you just do it and hope for the best, and there's going to be bugs everywhere, and everyone's going to be like, your game is garbage, and that's it, right? Yeah. So it's a tough process. It's a tough process. So, yeah, LL Paul B, it's just a radio button. That is, yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me, because, like, people are always like, just change this. Won't hurt anything. Change one thing, and the whole thing just explodes. The most harmless changes, every time someone's like, this won't be that bad of a change, you do one change. Either one of two things happen. You change it in the code and you're like, shit, this touches this. Okay, let me tweak this part. Yeah, oh shit, that touches this. Let me tweak this part. Oh shit, this touches... Or you do it and you're like, yeah, that was pretty easy. You release it and then the whole thing explodes. One of the 2 ways.
So it's not going to happen, essentially.
Yeah, I really doubt anybody's going to do any updates at any time soon for that. So
okay.
There you go.
For the record, I don't think that I've ever had an Android app no longer work after I update Android.
Really? Okay.
I'm not sure that's true, but I just wanted to put in the old dig. Dig. I don't know.
So that was that on that topic right there.